Africa Development Studies Center, ADSC, we are committed to driving sustainable growth and development across Africa through innovative training and research. Our mission: empowering leaders, policymakers, and professionals with the tools they need to create lasting change. With customized training, dynamic research programs, and study exchanges on leadership, management, and other critical development topics, ADSC offers a platform for exchanging cutting-edge ideas and global best practices. We provide comprehensive services in research and consultancy, capacity building and training, education programs, publishing, and knowledge sharing. Our esteemed faculty, composed of seasoned experts and researchers, ensures a learning experience that is insightful and practical. We specialize in policy development, implementation strategies, monitoring, and evaluation. At ADSC, learning is engaging and enjoyable. Our unique methodology includes talks, interactive exercises, games, video screenings, and lively seminar discussions, all in a comfortable and friendly environment. Ready to make an impact? For more information, email us at info@adstudycenter.com or call +234 912 439 2362. Visit us today at www.adstudycenter.com to explore our programs and upcoming events. Africa Development Studies Center, rethinking development for Africa.
The unexpected rise of Ankara fabric in West Africa has transformed it from merely an industry into a vital part of culture, identity, and art woven into everyday life. This evolution has encouraged many to enter into the business side of Ankara. Today, the fabric is not only worn but also used in interior decorations and artworks, making it a significant item in our changing world. Despite this, the industry stands at a crossroads, balancing tradition, modern challenges, and global market demands. My name is Grace Komolafe, and I invite you to join me on this second episode of Ankara as we explore the current state of production, the hurdles it faces, particularly in Nigeria, and the abundant opportunities that exist within this vibrant sector. Ankara's journey from West African markets to the global stage highlights its enduring appeal and the resilience of its producers. However, to fully harness its export potential, addressing quality, policy, and logistical challenges is essential. Ankara has become a global fashion statement with its bold patterns and rich colors now staples on international runways, reflecting a growing appreciation for African aesthetics. Nigeria and Ghana have long anchored Ankara production, keeping alive an industry with deep cultural significance. In Nigeria, there is a specialized market where you can find all kinds of Ankara fabric to suit your needs, whether for business parties or home use. Are you aware that Oshodi Market in Lagos is the major Ankara market in the country? People travel from every part of Nigeria to this market to make purchases for different reasons, either for ashwebi, different occasions, or for business. In this market, you would find importers, you would find wholesalers, and again you would find retailers. Are you thinking of going into Ankara business? In this report, we have more information to share with you.
No, this one is a different company.
Despite Nigeria's rich resources, skilled workforce, and a large domestic market eager for Ankara fabric, the country has struggled to capitalize on this potential. In the face of rising imports and global competition, the Ankara industry is looking inward towards alternatives that preserve cultural heritage while empowering local economies. Innovative approaches and traditional methods are revitalizing Ankara production across West Africa, particularly in Nigeria. While the future is bright, it is not without challenges. The high reliance on cheaper imports has led to an overwhelming dependence on foreign textiles, which now dominates over 80% of Nigeria's fabric market. How have Ankara sellers and business owners been able to sustain growth in the industry? What kind of Ankara do you sell? Big or small?
We sell big, small, and medium range.
Great. I think this is the first person I'm meeting that sells 3 categories of Ankara. I actually met people that does medium and small. I met someone that does just the small. So good to know that you are doing 3 categories, big, medium, and small. So why did you decide to go into a full-blown Ankara business?
Because any customer can walk in now and request for small one. I will attend to the person. If you want medium, I have. If you want big one, I have.
You don't want to lose anyone.
I don't want to lose anybody.
You like money.
I'm people man now. I suppose like money very well.
When someone is alive, when you're going to be saying. So for now, things are so high. When I'm still learning this business to my master, that time it was 700 or 600 like that. So things started increasing every day. So that is the problem we have. The customers are complaining, this are complaining. Both people that are coming from far journey saying that after this, there's no much gain on it again. So that's the challenge.
Long before Ankara became a global phenomenon, West African textiles were celebrated for their craftsmanship and cultural significance, with Nigeria being a key player. Today, Nigeria's textile industry has faced significant challenges over the past few decades, despite the country's rich potential in cotton production and a historical legacy of vibrant textile manufacturing. Once a leader in the sector with over 180 textile mills in the 1970s employing more than 1 million Nigerians, the industry has been in decline since the 1990s, grappling with issues such as smuggling, high production costs, outdated machinery, and inconsistent government policies. Instead of boosting the Nigerian textile industry, interest in importation continues to rise. With a renewed interest in textiles, including Ankara fabric, local production remains low. An influx of cheap imports surged over 100% to 365.5 billion naira in 2022, undermining the demand for locally produced textiles. As Nigeria strives to engage in the business, the high cost of importation negatively impacts their efforts. The situation is compounded by rising energy costs and a depreciation in currency, leading Nigerians to depend largely on imported Ankara to meet the demands of customers.
Importation business now is a help. It's very, very expensive. Just last month, the clearing of the goods was about 6 million naira. Overnight, it turned to 14 million. Should we stop selling Ankara? No. We have to go on, move. The price that we give customer, in 1 hour, it changed automatically. But because we are into the system, we know how to manage the price.
As customers become more conscious of their environmental and social impact, the demand for sustainable and ethically produced textiles is on the rise. Ankara, with its deep cultural roots, is uniquely positioned to lead the way in this movement. The global market for Ankara is expanding, with new opportunities emerging beyond West Africa. However, tapping into these markets requires strategic planning, quality assurance, and effective marketing.
Actually, like the person wants to do the business, it depends if you have the money, because this business now is all about money.
Capital intensive.
Capital. No amount of money that is enough. No amount of money. If you have 10 million, 20 million, 100 million, you can start up something, because when you check this one now, this level now, for one level now is almost 48,000 or 37,000. So when you now calculate one line, two line, three lines, so you can see that it's millions of money. So if you want to go into the business, if you have the cash or you have the power, it's a nice business, but you must have money to rotate the business.
Ankara business is not a child's play, I must say, with what I've heard today. You want to go into Ankara business, of course you can start a very small scale. Do not say no to small beginning, do not despise little beginning, but I must say if you want to do a big time Ankara business, it's not a child's play, you must be ready for it, I tell you. So for instance, you have this line, like I mentioned earlier, you'll be having this pack goes for about 40-something thousand, and you're having a couple of them. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, the number you keep counting. Did you see? Same colors, and we're having different designs. It's not a child's play. Millions of naira goes into this business, and you can see this is Oshodi, where Ankara business takes place, the real business. This is where it happens. Yes, from all over the states in Nigeria, they come all the way to Oshodi to do their biddings in Ankara business. The Ankara industry, a cornerstone of West African culture and economy, is deeply influenced by government policies. Yet, the implementation of these policies is not without its challenges. Bureaucratic delays, corruption, and inconsistent enforcement often undermine their effectiveness. The success of the Ankara industry is intertwined with the government's actions. Thoughtful policies and effective implementation can drive growth. Moreover, regional and international trade agreements such as the African Continental Free Trade Area (AFCFTA) offer new opportunities for expansion and collaboration. The future of Ankara lies in the hands of the next generation. Young innovators are reimagining what Ankara can be, blending tradition with modernity and driving the industry forward. Ankara is more than just a fabric. It symbolizes African heritage, creativity, and resilience. As we look to the future, the potential for Ankara is limitless if the industry embraces innovation, sustainability, and global collaboration. The journey of Ankara is far from over, and its story will continue to inspire generations. As we conclude our journey through the vibrant world of Ankara, we turn our attention to the future. What lies ahead for this iconic fabric? How will it evolve to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world? And what opportunities and challenges will shape its future? Questions you may have quality answers for. See you again on another interesting topic on Souq Perspective. I am Grace Komolafe.
just what you need right here at Femi Wash Media. Call it the Midas Touch and you wouldn't be wrong. Let us record, produce, mix and master your audio like nobody does. Reach us on our contact today for the best quality job.
Hey guys, my name is Anna Maria Orlu. I am Miss Nigeria United Nations. This month is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month, guys. Make sure you are getting checked. It is important to get checked and make sure that this is prevented. And make sure that you are raising the awareness to your friends, your sisters, your loved ones as well.
The bank was totally gone, so there was nothing to say they had. But we still approached them and said we would like to take over this bank. The journey since 1997 has been one thing or the other, and I'm happy that many years down the line we look back and we're happy that we're audacious and bold to make that move at the time. That's why today in UBA, perseverance, resilience is a core virtue, a core attribute, a core value of ours, because we apply that early on in this journey. So that's how it all started.
Leadership, according to Tom Peters, entails vision, enthusiasm, trust, verve, passion, and consistency. If there's one man who graciously combines these virtues, the name Tony Elumelu comes to mind.
They say that success to a large extent is dependent on being at the right place at the right time. I say to people, my elder brother, who is 7 years older than me, he doesn't have gray hair. I have gray hair. My gray hair started from the merger, because making it work, serving your customers, making sure that everyone in the universe or the institution, which was 428 branches at the time, that it was same level of service across board. Customers of standard trust bank that were used to a certain level of service delivery, you will not want them to come to the new institution and have a drop.
From the womb of time, Tony Elumelu has been an embodiment of nobility and excellence. He remains one of the flying eagles and shining heads of the banking industry. The life and times of Tony is an inspiring tale. He is one Nigeria who is unmoved by material wealth and self-aggrandizement. Tony's noble qualities were on from his humble background. Growing up with 4 siblings in Jos Plateau State, the cowboy of the banking industry who hails from Anocha North local government area of Delta State, believed in the democratization of law combined with hard work. He began his career as a copier salesman. The Ambrose Ali University graduate of economics also bagged a master's degree in economics from the University of Lagos. In 2019, he received an honorary Doctor of Business degree from Bayero University, Kano.
Going to university, I just thought I wanted to be a businessman because my mom's brother, my mom and his brother were just 2 of them. So my uncle was a businessman, in Nigeria, and was quite successful at the time. And I was influenced. I thought he was very rich, and also I wanted to be a businessman, but not knowing whether, just a businessman, you know what I mean? Because he was described then as a businessman. And but in the university, that was why I read economics, you know, just to see. But in university, I got more enlightened because I knew more how things operated. And first degree, I was saying I just wanted a good job that would give me the start. But when I came to do my master's at Unilag, you know, being in urban or Unilag, you know, a lot happening at the time. And that was the era of new generation banks, a lot happening. Our friends, you know, in banking, our friends, some got jobs in some banks. And so that's all of us who were doing masters at the time. I did masters in economics. Who were doing masters at the time, we just became interested and fascinated. We were interested in working in a bank. New generation bank, not old generation bank, not. And so that was how it all started. And we started applying for jobs in our banks. And I got, yes, at the master's level, it was clear I wanted to work in a bank. And yes, that was started. As in then, you know, Santana was a posh guy. So they oppressed us in school, I must say. And then we too wanted to become the big boys in future with the brochures, suspenders, white shirt, dark suits, etc.
The growth and development of any institution is determined by the quality of its leadership. For Tony Elumelu, his sterling performance and leadership scorecard in the banking industry remains a reference point. He rose quickly to become the youngest bank branch manager at Allstate Trust Bank at the age of 36. He formed a coalition to acquire a distressed financial institution, Crystal Bank, and became its CEO, an action that earned him and his circle of peers the nickname the Cowboys of Banking.
In 1997, some of us came together and acquired a distressed financial institution. We acquired the distressed financial institution, we turned it around, we set targets for ourselves, strategic plans, that, you know, targets, you know, we have first year strategic intent, we want to make it a viable financial services company. Second year intent, we want to become a leading financial services group on the continent. And third financial intent, strategic intent, to become a player in the global financial arena. As we all know, there's so much private global capital seeking the right investment destination. All it takes is for a leadership to show that this country is set for business and people come there. We want to move into an economy where they can invest freely as well as move their monies out when it comes for time for dividend and remittances and repatriation of a dividend. So I will continue to invest because of the signal that we see in the market, because of certain fundamentals that are right.
He audaciously led the largest merger in Africa between United Bank of Africa and Standard Trust Bank. Tony's fancy for red tie remains emblem of his appearance. He retired as CEO of United Bank for Africa in 2010. He is presently the chairman of Heirs Holdings, the United Bank for Africa, Transcorp, and founder of the Tony Elumelu Foundation.
I can't express how excited I am in words to be here and to be selected among the 1,000.
It's the opportunity for me to realize my dreams. So I go into business and start to make my way.
It challenges you to do things you never thought you could do.
Maybe if you'd have gone to a private school or an MBA, you must have paid a lot to get this kind of, you know, enlightenment.
Ça me fait plaisir de voir des frères et sœurs qui veulent se rencontrer, se connaître, les partager et créer un réseau, peut-être le plus grand réseau africain.
Venho de Cabo Verde.
Je suis tunisien.
Je viens de la République du Bénin.
I'm from Edo State, Nigeria.
I'm from Ghana.
Zimbabwe.
Sudan.
From Rwanda.
Gabon. Uganda.
Senegal.
Egypt. I'm from the Gambia.
Welcome and thank you for coming to Lagos. I'd like to start by congratulating all of you. You have done well.
Most entrepreneurs
are creative people. They have creative mindset. They're innovative. Those who dare to dream and who dare to innovate in Africa should have the opportunity to prove their innovation. And that is why we have $10,000 for these 10,000 Africans to help prove their concept and prepare them for bigger scale financial support. We don't give because we see it as a moral burden to just give charity. But we want to give people because we want to uplift them. We want them to be self-reliant. We want them to be fishermen. We want them to do what we are doing. We want them to prosper in life, become successful.
Tony made a tremendous contribution to giving back to the society. His selfless efforts and huge investment into humanity through the Tony Elumelu Foundation is widely admired as the leading philanthropy empowering a new generation of African entrepreneurs, driving poverty eradication, catalyzing job creation across all 54 African countries, and increasing women economic empowerment. Since the launch of the entrepreneurship program in 2015, the foundation has trained over 1.5 million young Africans on its digital hub. Tony, the Nigerian economist, entrepreneur and philanthropist, holds the Nigerian National Honors, the Commander of the Order of Nigeria, CON, a member of the Order of the Federal Republic, MFR. He has been responsible for creating business that are critical to Africa's economic development. He is a proponent of Africa capitalism, an economic philosophy which advocates for the private sector's commitment to Africa's development through long-term investment in strategic sectors of the economy that drive economic prosperity and social wealth award. He was awarded the Daily Times the Nigerian Man of the Year in 2016. He was honored with the National Productivity Order of Merit Award in 2019. He is also on the list of Time magazine's 100 Most Influential People of 2020. On October 11, 2022, Elumelu received the National Honor of Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Tony, as a staunch professional and chairman of Foremost Bank, may understandably runs a busy daily schedule like that of a bee, but he balances the equation with creating time for sports. His love for lawn tennis and football stands undeniable.
My good workout favorite, I think I would say that I like to jump on the sport. I love yoga, as you said.
Yeah.
But these days I'm trying to get in the group of planking.
Tony is not just a champion in the banking hall. He equally balances the equation when it comes to family life.
For me, as a family man though, I try to make sure I balance things. I try to make sure my family side is not survive. In that process, I was also growing a family, having my kids and co. So, but everything came together.
Tony is happily married to Awele Vivian Elumelu, who is the chairperson of Harvey Medical Practice Limited. Vivian also oversees the healthcare investment of his holdings. She holds a Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery degree from the University of Benin. The marriage was consummated in 1993 and blessed with 7 children. According to Forbes' list, Tony is among the top 10 richest entrepreneurs in Nigeria with a net worth estimated at $1 billion.
We don't just preach. We don't just theorize, we practice.
Tony has stooped to conquer not just in the banking industry, but in life. The strides of this living legend, popularly referred to as the Lion of Africa's financial industry, remains iconic.
So entrepreneurs who are listening, quick one, short one, straight to the point. Entrepreneurship is a long-term journey. Stop seeing it as a short-term goal. Long-term journey. Great companies, great and accomplished entrepreneurs did not make it in 1 year. They didn't make it in 3 years. It's a long-term journey. So move in, dare to dream, implement your dream, and stay focused.
Afrobeats is a classic overnight success story, except it didn't happen overnight.
I'm happy to be here. One of the key things about the Omniverse is that it's designed to go beyond an event and designed to be fully something that people can engage beyond the summit. The point being that Nigeria has so much to bring to the world in terms of these things, but we will be bringing fresh energy, fresh ideas, a fresh engagement, and we're obviously open to collaboration. But hip-hop, it never dies. What's the difference between Thor and Shango? Thor is approaching $50 billion in revenue. Shango's broke somewhere outside Lagos. And that's a lack of imagination on our part, Africa, and they're all Nigerian. So to be seen and to be noticed is very hard if you're not in the place where all the noise is being made.
I want to unleash that creativity. I want to unleash, those things that we see every day that we find amazing now. That's what's driven me personally. That's what's driven me at Trace.
All right, welcome again. It's Inside Life. My name is Hans Mba, and as usual, we have an extra special guest for you each week. Today we got Sam Onyemelukwe. I was about to murder your name.
Yeah.
And he is, I say that he is Trace TV, right? He's been doing this for eons, some say decades, and it's in the system. You know how the line goes, when they're in the system and no telling. So Sam is here, and we want to really talk his life, his inside life, how he's come this far, the things he has done to create a paradigm shift in the business, and I'll let him do all that talking. Sam, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, bro. How are you?
I'm well.
Good to see you.
It's been a while. It's been a really long time.
Yeah.
So talk to us about Trace. For those that don't know, let us know just a brief introduction about you.
Sure. Well, so for those of your viewers who don't even know Trace, maybe I'll tell
You want to start from there? Yeah. I like it.
Well, so we're lucky to be what I would say is one of the most influential and popular music and entertainment platforms on the continent. When I started with Trace, yes, like you said, eons ago, so more than a decade.
Oh, yes.
And when I started in the entertainment industry, more than 2 decades ago here in Nigeria, we've been able to navigate and keep as one of the strong platforms. We started with 1 or 2 TV channels. Now we have over 30, and we're all across Africa and in most of the diaspora too.
So what gave birth to this? Because looking at your history, Trace, it seemed like Trace just jumped out of nowhere and just started to, do things. And because we have the amount of young people, youth here, and many, especially in recent times, are being navigated towards the entertainment, towards the creative.
Naturally, yeah.
Back in my day, you told your daddy you wanted to make music.
What are you talking about?
That's even the least, But now parents are enrolling their children.
They're pushing their kids to it. Yeah.
They're buying them a whole studio setup, birthdays, guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
So what influenced y'all just jumping out and making this happen?
Well, no, to your point. I mean, I love the fact that as you said, back in our days, I would see a kid in the village, one of my nephews or niece, and all they were interested in was just kind of surviving, maybe finishing school. They were hoping maybe they'll have a bigger farm. Now they believe they're going to be the next whiz kid.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so for me, it's that.
And it's doable.
It's very doable.
Yes.
And so it's that excitement, that burning passion and ambition that we have as young Africans that has driven me. Because I want to unleash that creativity. I want to unleash, those things that we see every day that we find amazing now. And then now parents are saying, take this, go forward with it. So that's what's driven me personally. That's what's driven me at Trace, and how we just jumped out. Well, that's a magic trick that I'll keep in my in my sleeve. But no, we've like I said, I'm very humbled, and that we've really been able to make a big impact on the music, on the creative industry in Nigeria directly, as well as across the continent.
Speaking about impact, don't make me jump the gun because I have those questions. So in influencing or affecting the economy, we have seen what the numbers that artists bring in. We're talking the Burna Boy numbers, we're talking Wizkid numbers, we're talking Davido numbers, and how it's affecting the economy.
It's real.
And they're bringing a huge amount. We're talking billions. The other day we're interviewing, talking to a few people, and we're talking about how Nigeria is missing out on the billion-dollar movie industry and all that stuff. So based on that, what do you think our stake is in that whole? I'm not even going as far as Hollywood now. I'm talking in Africa, Nigeria. What's our cut in the cake, the massive cake?
No, look. I'm a proud Nigerian. Some of you pretending I'm not Nigerian because I'm yellow, but I'm a proud Nigerian. Okay, I'm a proud Nigerian.
Yes,
and I'm only that piece of it because we are also proud people. And it's that and our attitude and our confidence that has made us dominant in the music and the film and the entertainment industry across the continent. So truthfully, we should really, Nigeria should be benefiting even in a better way. But I won't fault where we're at. I would say that there's a lot of the right energy, a lot of the right efforts, and a lot of the right people in the right places for us to continue to grow this industry, both locally and internationally. In government, we're very excited to see the lineup of those getting involved, from the Honorable Minister himself, across to Minister. I'm talking of Information Technology, down to the Minister of Creative Industries, Obiasika, Tola Akerile, who's DG of Tourism, Culture Tourism, and then Tola Akerile at the National Theatre. So many great players are getting involved who know this industry, who can help us make this a sustainable thing, right? One of the things that
you think we're affecting the economy for the music part? Do you think we're affecting it positively, having listed these names? And what they're doing or what they should be doing?
No, absolutely. And what I'll go back to say is that, first of all, for me, and I think for a lot of them, one of the biggest focuses, I think one of the biggest focuses should be and is the local aspect of it. It's very exciting for us all to say that we have a Grammy-nominated or Grammy-winning superstar like a Burna, and we've had many of them over the years, right?
Nominees for Eons.
So it's not just, guys get excited like this is the first time. Even back in the 70s, right? Much less across Africa, Angelique Kidjo, and we know. So I'm very proud of what the guys are doing now, and I love that fact. But from an industry perspective and for our economy, we need to look at the local economy, right? We need to look at the local support and the local generation of wealth around this industry.
Yes.
For our movies, we don't have enough cinemas. What are people doing in community cinemas? What are they doing, to ensure that the people who love this content in the northernmost reaches, maybe Yola or wherever, can enjoy this content at a price and in a way that's not going to break the bank, right? That's going to make it worthwhile so that our economy can continue to grow. And on the music industry, sure, you talked about all the big guys, music and content.
Yes.
You talked about all the big guys, but I also love the bottom of the pyramid.
I do.
Right? I love this, the fact that there are thousands of creators. I just watched your show, and you had the young man who was a busker.
Yes.
What's his name again?
Komi Flames.
Komi Flames.
Yes.
Come on. You have a busker on the streets of Lagos. You have thousands of guys making content